Hey guys, the Commander Casual here. I'm playing my Thrasios and Tymna Millowfort deck. So I'm going to drop this Temple of Enlightenment. Greater Oromancy. We will totally keep that, because that card's ridiculously good. So ideally this guy attacks his Croson Verge and gets something with green in it next turn, so we can Exotic Orchard and Thrasios. Then turn 3 we can Tymna and attack with Thrasios, draw an extra card. That's kind of the ideal startup. We got Urborgs, we got tons of access to black. We've just also got a swamp, and the Exotic Orchard will give us access to just about every color by the end. If you haven't seen any of my videos previous, this deck has got Thrasios and Tymna in it, and the deck is all about building up an gigantic pillow fort and big defense with a bunch of enchantments, and then using Jason's Erasure and Sphinx's Tutelage and like Fraying Sanity and stuff to solely mill our opponents out while we draw cards. And then we've got a bunch of other ways to draw, repeatedly draw extra cards in this deck. We're playing against Sydri, Galvanic Genius, which is just about always an artifact deck. She can animate artifacts by paying blue, and then they get their power toughness is equal to their converted mana cost. Sweet, so you did get something green. So we're going to Thrasios here. And then we're playing against Cool Color Gisa, which is just about always a zombie deck that has some sacrifice value or token value and stuff. And then we're also playing Korona the False God, which is a 5-color deck, so it could be pretty much anything. Could be like the 5-color God deck. Korona's a popular commander for the 5-color God deck. Or it could just be 5-color anything. Could be like a 5-color ally deck as well, or any 5-color tribe really. Or it could be one of those decks that runs like Arcane Adaptation and Conspiracy and Xenograft, I think is the other one, that change the creature type, and you basically like just assign it to one random thing, so you can force any kind of tribal in 5-color. Because you just run the lords and then a bunch of value creatures. Then you play one of those 3 enchantments that change all the creatures' types to the same one, and then you do that and then exploit that. The Korona has like Korona's ability lets you. It kind of passes around the table, so it's interesting. A lot of the times, Korona is just like a spare beater, but we'll see. Dueling Grounds. Oh, maybe it's the Korona enchantment deck. So there's the original Commander product, 5. There's a cycle of them. 5 auras came out they're all vows of something, and there's a vow for each color, and they all give stats and like a keyword relative to whatever they are. Yeah, so we're just going to Tymna here and attack somebody. Tymna the Weaver, because I want to draw an extra card. Not that we need to, but I want to. Anyway, yeah, so there's you run all the vows with Korona, and then just a bunch of other enchantments and stuff like Dueling Grounds. So you play Korona, you put a vow on her so that and the vows, you play them on, you enchant creatures with them, and while they give the keyword and stats, they also all of them have the same text on them that basically says, this creature can't attack you or planeswalkers you control. Yeah, we're going to pay 1 to draw a card. Discard to 7. Yeah, we'll just pitch the swamp. Keep the temple. Yeah, so you play all the vows, and you play Korona, you equip her with a vow, you enchant her with a vow, and then she passes around the table, and she can't attack you. So she just he'd attack me with it, and then I'd get it, and I'd attack one of these other 2 guys, and then they'd get it. They'd attack me or this guy, and then this guy'd get it, and he'd attack this guy or me, and then it goes around, and you just keep smashing people with that. Which it's a cool deck style that I've thought of / seen in like lists on Tapped Out and stuff, but I've never actually seen anybody play it. It seems cool. got your back, bruh. Scary thongs. Okay, we didn't need it anymore. So we Temple and Kadama's Reach here? Cool with that. Okay, the Gisa player conceded, I guess. That's annoying. Like, don't keep crap hands. I don't know. Even if I have like 2 lands in my opening hand, if they're not like both temples that'll let me scry, then I almost always throw it back and try and get more. And I'll mull down to like 5 until I have a reasonable hand. Oh, I should have played the temple first so we could have scried and seen what our draw would have been. I can't attack with all creatures, so I'm going to do more damage and gain some life. Because that's what Tymna does. Just going to always yield to that. And say yes. Bring delight. Nice. Temple. Oh, I should have Kadama's reached first. That was dumb. Whatever. I had a lot of blossoms. It doesn't really matter what we do with it. Whatever. We're just going to Kadama's reach. What do we want to grab? What don't we have access to with Exotic Orchard? We've got blue, white, black, and green. Yeah, it's fine. Well, I'll just grab an island. Alright. And a forest, I guess. Discard to 7. I kind of want to just pitch that. No, we'll get rid of the forest. Then I draw the lantern. Yeah. He was thanking us for giving access to black because he has everything else. He's got green, white, red, blue. And then he would have had black with any other land. Or he has black with all those as well because of the Urborg. But then he drops a chromatic lantern, which just gives him all of his colors anyway. I tried. This guy has a lantern as well. That's fine. We don't really need a lantern. I think there is one in this deck. But lantern's pretty worth it in anything 3 colors are up. There's typically a lot of 3-drop mana rocks that people are running in their decks that are just worse than chromatic lantern, so like I like Darksteel Ingot because it is indestructible, but it's and taps for anything, but I don't know. People don't blow up mana rocks a whole lot unless they like tap for a lot of mana. I guess chromatic lantern, because it's really good, makes people more likely to destroy it, but it was going a little slow so far, but we're okay with it. So we could Enlighten Tutor next turn, then draw, and go get Sphinx's Tutelage, then draw it with Tymna. Never mind. Okay, so we could Explosive Vegetation, and then what does this do again? Cast enchantment spell. Yeah, so I think he is running just the enchantment deck. He probably has all the vows in here just to go with Korona, because they're neat. I'm just gonna tap this one instead. This taps for everything, so we might as well leave that up. Yeah, we'll just Explosive Vegetation. We've got an island, so we're gonna grab a forest and a plains in case we get our collective restraint. We're also pretty good for mana fixing. This is if we dealt damage, right? Opponents dealt damage this turn. Which ain't likely to happen, so we're just gonna wait. We'll Enlighten Tutor. Yeah. Inventor's Fair. Yeah, he's gonna gain a life. This is a much slower deck, and I'm very accustomed to it, so we're just gonna yield this turn, because we'll do it on this guy's end step. We'll Enlighten Tutor and get our Sphinx's Tutelage, and then we'll start doing stuff. We'll drop the Greater Oromancy and the Sphinx's Tutelage and maybe something else. We've got our Propaganda and our Ghostly Prison as well already, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if we draw a land, we can Sphinx's Tutelage, Propaganda, and Oromancy all on the same turn. Such a good card. We've also got Sterling Grove to go with this. We're just going to yield to that. He's got a Propaganda as well. That's okay. We're going to mill you out anyway. You guys haven't seen any mill yet. This deck doesn't run a ton of mill cards other than the enchantments that do it. We do have a combo in that we have Tunnel Vision and Psychic Spiral. Oh, nice. So we can attack this guy. And the idea is that you Tunnel Vision for Psychic Spiral, and so you basically you mill all the cards on the top of your library until you get to Psychic Spiral, which is usually a lot because it's only one card in our deck. And then you cast Psychic Spiral, which shuffles your graveyard into your library and mills somebody for how many cards were in your graveyard. So you just get to mill somebody for a ton and get to put your graveyard back in your library. Where is it? Sphinx's Tutelage. There's so many good enchantments in here that I would have loved to grab and could cast next turn, but Sphinx's Tutelage is the name of the game, so we're going to go with that. I think I said if we draw a land next turn, but this is our draw. We can get in for... Oh, no, we can't, so we'll have to pay. Crap. Well, maybe we'll just pay and get in for some damage. Unless this jerk counters something. Listening to a weird song, but I really like it. Sphinx's Toot. Who do we mill first? This guy will get milled out faster. Because he's only 3 colors compared to 5. And Sphinx's Tutelage, you can make somebody mill 2 whenever you draw a card. But if the 2 cards that get milled share a type... don't counter this. Don't. Okay, it's just sacking Inventor's Fair. I was like, serious? Are you serious? It's Sphinx's Tutelage. I mean, it'll kill you, but they don't know that yet. Yeah, actually, I guess this guy probably will take a while because a lot of the cards in his deck are colorless because they're artifacts. I don't know. But, yeah, so if the 2 cards that get milled share a color, then you get to repeat the process, and you can keep doing it from there. So, this card wrecks single-colored decks, which there aren't a ton of in Commander, but every once in a while you counter one. We're going to attack Scary Thongs. Yeah, we'll pay the 2. Yes. So we deal 2, gain 2, then we get to pay 1 to draw a card. Then we get to mill somebody. And I don't know who we mill yet. I think we're gonna mill Scary Thongs to start. Yes. Sphinx's Toot. Got him. He milled an Aegis and a... That's actually great that we got the Aegis, because if he has Hexproof, we can't touch him. Temple! Yeah, we got a land. Yeah, I'll put it on top. I'll take another land next turn. We can throw down our wall next turn, and by that I mean Propaganda and Ghostly Prison. The nice thing is we can bring to light for 5 instead of just 4. Because normally we could cast it for 4 with our own colors, but because this guy has a red source and we have an Exotic Orchard, we can tap Exotic Orchard for red. I think we are running a Chromatic Lantern in here, just so that we can possibly bring to light it better. Or for 5 colors. It's also just a good card, as I was saying before, in 3 color or more, for the most part. In 2 color, it's like, man, you don't really need it. And 1 color, you obviously don't need it. Unless you're playing like a deck that steals other cards, and you need to tap for different mana to cast them. But most monocolor cards like that, like Grenzo, Havoc Razor, and Gonti, either let you like cast them for free, or you can pay mana of any color. Same with Daxos of Meletus, I think. Lets you pay mana of any color. I think that's going to be one of the next decks I build. It's going to be some kind of Thefty deck, or like a clone or copy deck. Question. Shoot. What's your question? Maybe I can shed some light on stuff. Point of order. If I turn Mirage Mirror into boots, can I equip it? Yes. I believe so. How would you have it? You can only equip your own equipment. See, it's going to target with Quarantine Field. Isolation counters, yeah, 2. Each isolation except a 1 target non-land permanent and opponent controls until quarantine. Okay. We can't get our Sphinx's tutelage at least. You can get our Greater Oromancy. Man, this is actually kind of an interesting matchup. We've got a enchantment deck that's milling people. We've got another enchantment deck that's supposed to, I guess, be faced with Korona. And then we've got an artifact deck that wants to go wide with other artifacts, but he can't because of Dueling Grounds. You can only equip your own equipment. Yes. Yeah, so he's going to get our Greater Oromancy, which is unfortunate, but not the worst. We could tutor for something to destroy Quarantine Field. I kind of want to do that, actually. Could Bring to Light. I think we have Acidic Slime in here. Bring to Light, Acidic Slime. Then we also have a 2/2 Death Touch blocker. I feel like we're probably going to get attacked by the Celestial whatever. Celestial Agent. Thought the clouds had moved from the night sky. The night sky moved and the horizon grew wings. Cool flavor text. What's he copying? Propaganda. He doesn't want to be attacked. That's funny. I think Mirage Mirror is super cool for Commander. It's such a utility card. Like, you can turn it into so many different things. Yeah, it's expected. I don't know. It's just 5 damage. It's not commander damage or anything. We can get our wall up next turn as well. You're going to get milled for that. I'm going to always yield to this as well. Privileged position. And a mountain. I don't even think we have a privileged position in here. Black. White. Green. Red. Bring to light. Cast with 5 colors. So now we get to go get a creature, instant, or sorcery. Converted mana cost 5 or less and cast it for free. Oh, please tell me you have an acidic slime in here. I don't think I'm seeing one. No! I thought for sure I had an acidic slime in here. Do we not have a way to remove the isolation zone, really? Or quarantine field? Whatever. No, apparently I don't. Unless I'm just not seeing it. Nope. Grab a clever impersonator and copy our Sphinx's tutelage. Or I could get my Cabal coffers with our promise. I don't know. I don't like leaving Sphinx's tutelage just sitting there like that. No, we're gonna have our promise for now. Get our Urborg. And, I don't know, a swamp, I guess. I don't know. Or a command tower. Or maybe a Temple of the False God if we really want to get our mana going. Yeah, we got lots of fixing. We'll grab our Temple of the False God. Select it. Go green. There you go. Cabal coffers. Oh, we can utter in this. Yeah. What am I thinking? No more quarantine field for you. And we can't attack you because you still have a propaganda that I might have forgotten a little bit about. That's okay. Greater Oromancy is just so good in our deck. I don't want him to be able to stop us from having it. It also keeps our Sphinx's tutelage safe. For because we want to eventually like clever impersonator it and copy enchantment it and make more Sphinx's tutelages so we can mill people faster. So we got some serious mana next turn though, because we had our Urborg, we got Cabal coffers and Temple, so we can tap Temple for 2 to tap Cabal coffers, and then Cabal coffers gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and that's not including the it'll be 11 plus 1, so 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we'll have 20 mana next turn. That's pretty okay with me. Just gonna copy Tymna and attack this guy. Draw a card. So we can just block with Thrasios, so he just gains 2 if he attacks us here. So now he gets to Mirage Mirror to draw an extra card and gain a little bit extra life. Well, gains 1 life net, I guess, because he has to pay 1 to draw the card after. But I almost just want to grab Sterling Grove so that we can get Sterling Grove and Greater Oromancy down, so that none of our enchantments can be targeted, because Sterling Grove will protect Greater Oromancy, and Oromancy will protect Sterling Grove. Because right now, because Greater Oromancy gives other enchantments, and same with Sterling Grove, because other enchantment shroud. So The nice thing though is even though this has Shroud, we can use our clone abilities like Copy Enchantment and Clever Impersonator, because those don't technically target. They just enter the battlefield and they become a copy of whatever's on the battlefield. Whatever thing we choose. All permanents are enchantments in this. Oh no, is he running that goofy combo with the Djinn or whatever it is? We might just have to tutor up like an Anguish to make him get rid of that. Are you running that dumb steal everything combo with the Djinn guy? No, this card, Enchanted Evening, combos with some Djinn or whatever. It's a blue card, and when it dies, you gain control of all enchantments. So you Enchanted Evening, make everything enchantments, and then you somehow get the Djinn killed. I don't think that the Djinn is on MTG or a Thief. There's creature that has a death trigger where you gain control of all enchantments. That's the one I'm talking about. Or a Thief. It's on MTGO. Okay, so I don't trust Scary Thongs, so I'm tempted to just Diabolic Tutor for some removal to get rid of the thing. And the nice thing is all of our stuff has Shroud for the time being, but I don't trust this card at all. I don't trust this player at all. Sorry, you can probably hear that. I'm scratching my beard. It's itchy, okay? Sorry. I love how like the portrait ones say Shroud right here, and it's all nice looking, and then these are like blah, blah. Enchantment Land Swamp. Legendary. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Legendary Enchantment Land Swamp. Which Shroud? He turned him back into propaganda. And he's still getting attacked through it. Or a Thief. Don't care about no Shroud. I know. Spooky. Mail him. Yeah, we're just gonna tutor here. I don't like that. The look of that card at all. I might honestly just grab an Anguish and make it and get rid of it just to be safe. This just screams combo potential. Anguish to making. Basically like outer removal if we do that. But that's what needs to be done. Wait. Anguish to making. Sometimes so to be done. I don't trust it, so I'm just gonna deal with it. And now it's exiled, so we don't have to worry about that. He is running the vows. This is one of the vows. This is the red one. This is what I was talking about earlier. I played a game with this replace him guy last time. He's funny. He's put in my graveyard. Nope. I refuse. That was also why I wanted Anguished more than anything. I mean, I don't think we just have like a straight destruction, but Anguished is just so much safer. The Ghostly Prison. I don't want to be attacked no more. Even though I've only been attacked like once or twice. Blue. Propaganda. Cultivate. And it's like, oh no, now I'm empty-handed. What do? I just use Thrasios' ability and, get stuff for free because I want to. Play that. Tap. 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 Activate. Yeah, I'll take that. I mean, I don't think anybody has more than 20 cards in their graveyard, but it's still an extra draw. It's not an Ancestral Recall right now. It's just a pay one, draw one. This is a fun card, though. Fun tech. Yay, Jace's Erasure. Here's our other card that does kind of this, but significantly worse. Oh, he's a propaganda. He doesn't, but he still has that solemn. That solemn's actually really annoying. That's okay. Joke's on you, Fnard. What? Is he actually not running War Thief? You're just making this replenish even better. What's replenish do? Did he reveal it? No. Replenish. Is that just the one that puts something from exile into your hand or something? Return all enchantment cards from your graveyard to play. Oh, yeah, because we're milling him. Fair enough. Yeah, that's the thing about mill decks, is if anybody's running any kind of graveyard stuff, it's a little spooky. Avidok Archmage is a very good card in an artifact deck. Copy of my Cabal Coffers. Oh, because he isn't. I was like, he doesn't have an Urborg, but Urborg turns all lands into swamps. That's good thinking. See, this is why Mirage Mirror is awesome. Because I unthinkingly gave this guy a ton of mana as well. Dude, Mirage Mirror is doing work. I need to get one of those. I was just saying how awesome utility card it is. Does so much work. It's because it can change into just about anything. Artifact, creature, enchantment, or land. So it's like basically every permanent but Planeswalker. He treasure maged. What'd he get? Steel Hellkite. Perf. He also has the Scour Glass. Noted. Oh no. Oh no. That's bad. And we're like pretty out of removal. I had one in foil too. It's dirt cheap. Yeah, it is dirt cheap actually. It's a super fun card though, and should go in just about any commander deck if you have a slot for it. Darksteel Plate, that's a good card. Now I want to find my... Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about the Scour Glass. I want to... I realized I was dead silent there. I want to find my Muddle the Mixture. Because it's usually in here just to transmute it for Jace's Erasure. Forgeborn Oriads. Oriads. Another enchantment in his battlefield. Does 1 damage to our creature player. He's going to start pinging. He's going to ping us! But yeah, no, the Muddle the Mixture is probably like the only counterspell in the deck. But it's a non-creature spell, I believe. Muddle the Mixture. And we already have our Jace's Erasure. Now we're getting pinged. Thank God it's not equal to the number of enchantments you control. Calming Verse, destroy all enchantments you don't control. Then if you control an untapped land, destroy all enchantments you control. The fuck is that card? Oh, that just ruined us. Because we don't have a replenish in this deck. We've got a regrowth, but we used our tutors. Here's my combo. Yeah, see, so I was right to get rid of Enchanted Evening. Because he was just going to destroy everything we had, essentially. Well, at least we have a crap ton of mana next turn. This ain't looking good, though. That wasn't a calculated part of the plan. Now we have to do our backup plan. Can only mill them like one at a time now. Always yes, and always yield. That blind obedience is going to give us some space at least. We don't want lands. Fog Bank, that's a good card. I'm gonna extort, that's why I'm doing this. Yeah, we pay the white, okay. So at least I can gain some life while I dirtle. Oh, and that stops us from doing another one. Okay, well, we sit for now. I'm just gonna tap out. It's easier. It's okay, I'm about to get him. That was a greedy hit. No, something, dude. Blind obedience hurts so bad. I can't answer him now. Or can I? If I keep drawing enchantments, I can kill him. I'm pretty neutered. This deck very heavily revolves around tutelage. I'm opening up the floodgates. I don't know what that means, but I'm upset. Is he gonna rift? Or some other bouncy board wipe that has water on it? So he's gonna Mirage here. Mirage Mirror into Cabal Coffers. Steel Hellkite, spooky. I guess he was gonna equip it with Swiftfoot Boots and attack. Blow up stuff, but he can't right now. I've also got my convenient little flying defender. Fogbank. And these guys can only attack with one creature a turn because of dueling grounds, so. Who's he talking about attacking? Tymna Millowfort is a neat commander couple. Yeah, they are so much value in their card draw. They also give you access to 4 colors. Yeah, he's attacking this dude. You're gonna pump him and then blow up his 3-drops. Sorry, I just was choking on like a burp or something there. I like Tymna a lot. Yeah, Tymna's cool. You can do cool go wide decks with Tymna. Tymna and Sidar seem like a cool combo because you just get in constantly with little dudes and then get to draw cards. Media Crater. Mary Skull. Propaganda. Oh, those just went to his graveyard because he hellkited him. But you get to draw extra cards. At this rate, we're not milling efficiently, though. What would be awesome is if we got our Tunnel Vision or Psychic Spiral, because then we can put this stuff back in our deck. Because we don't have any, yeah. That's also why Psychic Spiral's in here, is if we, because theoretically we can't really, if our engine is reliant on card draw, we can't really mill out 3 players by drawing cards, even on a 2 to 2 mil per 1 draw. We'd have to do it perfectly with 3 draws to 1 mil. Or sorry, 1 mil to 3. 3 mil to 1 draw. That's what I meant. And that would only put a break even. And that's also implying that every card we draw, we're milling each opponent for 1. So, Doomwake Giant. That's spooky. Here we have. If we get Tunnel Vision or... Oh, no, it's dead. No. Now he takes him. Oh, he's not attacking us. Cool. These guys, it's weird. Usually the Millowfort just completely gets around this kind of stuff. So it's cool to see people stressing it. As Foretold's pretty good. Do I want to play another 3-drop enchantment, though? I guess we do. The issue is that we get still hellkited next turn for some amount. Heck yeah, we do. Gain some life. We're going to do that again with Rampant Growth, because I want to gain back some life. And also drain these guys a bit. Maybe I should have waited to do that. Would have generated more. Yeah, whatever. That'll do. Heck yeah. It's a battle of attrition, and I want to gain life. If one of these guys dies by actual damage and we're just left milling someone, I'm okay with that. He's not happy about that. So what do we get here? I think we get the... How much mana do we have this turn? We could tunnel... Oh no, Tunnel Vision puts it on top of our library. Doesn't put it in our hand. So I think we're going to... Where's Psychic Spiral? There it is. Let me grab that. And this costs 5. So we're still going to Thrasios first. Bottom. We got to land anyway. Now we're just going to cast it. Blue. Green. Our lands are so tiny. Which one do we tap? That one. Target player gets milled. I was wondering if it was that you shuffle. I always think about that when I cast X Power. It just shuffles ours away regardless. Yeah. We'll extort as well. So we get to mill this guy for another chunk. And then all our stuff's back in our library. Ain't that neat? We're gonna go to combat now. We're gonna attack Scary Thongs. I love that name, it's hilarious. And that's one of the reasons we have Psychic Spiral in here. Now we've got a bunch more life because we extorted a whole bunch of times. Gain a little bit more life from Tymna. We get to draw another card. We Jace's Erasure again. It's our Fog Bank. Look who it is. Oh, Foggy. See, that's why we leave mana up. Oh yeah, we can't this time. It's unfortunate, but whatever. You lucky sub. You're damn right I am. I mean, he can still just do what he did last time. If he gets an enchantment. He plays an enchantment. He gets -1/-1, and then he gets to ping it with the Eidolon. But we're at least at a slightly higher life total now, so I'm happy about that. This is very much a late game deck, so Thrasios is just so good, and Tymna gives us access to black and white, and has also helped draw us a bunch of cards. I wanted to steal Hellkite, both of you. How would you... Oh, I guess he destroyed the training grounds. I forgot about that. Ah, I should have attacked him with both these guys. Whatever. Our goal isn't to kill him. Like, damage-wise, I mean. Sort of 2 on 4 gets rid of so much of his stuff. Yeah, against, regardless of what number he picks, he gets rid of half of our stuff. He blocks 1, I kill the 2, steals with fog, it's my only way. But I just died here, though. Or you could just not attack and not die. He wins or I win. What? Why? I'm not out of this game. What? No, I know this. I don't... What? Yeah, like, what? I'm not out of this game. I might get Steel Hellkited, and that would suck, but... I can still just replay Thrasios next turn. Unless he can blow up my lands. I've got a ton of mana. Snarp's still gonna win. Okay, so he at least understands that I'm... kind of pretty dominating. If I do, it's gonna take a while. That is the thing about the mill deck. It's a grindy deck. Like, it takes a long time. This is my edition of a grindy deck that's not like playing Solitaire, though, if that makes sense. The term Solitaire deck is kind of a newer term for some stuff. It's essentially one of those decks that just like the turns are super long, you play tons of stuff, and you don't really do anything but like burn up game clock. Like Rashmi decks are usually pretty guilty of that kind of stuff, or Grand Arbiter decks, where you just like play tons of stuff and then nobody else gets to play anything. That's also why the term Solitaire is there, is that you do all the playing essentially. Well, this deck is kind of a Solitaire deck just because it's long and grindy. These guys still get to do stuff. It's just that while they're playing, the idea is that I kind of build up a little protective bubble and slowly mill them out. I'm about half done on this guy. Yeah, so he's too okay to him. Yeah, because he was realizing that if he attacks me, he can kind of knock me down a peg, because he can either blow up all my 2-drops or all my 3-drops. Wow, he just concedes? Really? Oh, that's so lame. GG, I guess. I'm gonna dot him so he looks like a wiener. Yeah, that bugs me when people just concede because things aren't going their way. Not like that isn't it? Have some courtesy. Yeah, I agree. I did just play a game with this replace him guy, and I do really like not only the way he plays. He and I both play different decks. I was playing my Roshin deck, and he was playing. What was he playing? A Hazazen deck that was really cool. I really liked it. I ended up winning that, but he and I we were playing politics and we made a little truce because he helped blow up a Gaddock Teague for me. And he had to do it in a super painful way. He had to play a Magma and sack a bunch of his permanents to deal 4 damage to a Gaddock Teague because it was pumped up by an Elishnorn. It was just me and the other guy that weren't playing the Elishnorn, along with this replace him guy, were just like, oh, that's so rough, but we appreciate you doing that. So I said I'd spare him, and I blew up the other 2 guys in like a single turn. Gave him I could have killed him as well, but I gave him the turn. I'm gonna draw another card and get to mill him again. So lame when people leave just because it's not going there. But yeah, no, tunnel vision. What do we tunnel vision for? Psychic Spiral's in there. We could get regrowth and Psychic Spiral the hell out of him. Just gonna sack our Terramorphic Expanse because I want to thin it. Let's play it out. Oh well. This guy also likes to play it out. I had him dead on board, and he let me put over 100 mana into a Banefire and copy it to kill him. So I appreciate that this guy likes to see games to the end. Yeah, we're going to go for regrowth here, because that'll speed this up a lot. Target player, yeah. Us. Yeah, sure, we'll extort. Actually, that doesn't matter. We're not going to extort. We still got lots of life. Yeah, so normally the combo is we tunnel vision here, get Psychic Spiral, then Psychic Spiral. Or we use Thrasios to draw Psychic Spiral. Psychic Spiral. Ah, screw that. The Blind Obedience is just to stay alive longer. The idea isn't to to drain people to death, it's just to draw cards. Oh, do you win? Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, no. There we go. Not sure yet. Regrowth is what we're going to shoot for. So this all goes into our graveyard. We have 20 cards left in our library. Then we get to mill this guy for this much. Look at the cards! I see them, thank you. Look at them! Yeah, I got it. These are going in my graveyard. Oh, lab man. Here. Nah, I wanna mill you. Not me. Yeah, we could have gone for Lab Maniac as well. Get him. For one. Green, regrowth, Psychic Spiral. I would have been so upset if I accidentally targeted the Terramorphic Expanse there. Nope. This doesn't kill him right away. Then we Psychic Spiral again. Okay. No. We're not gonna blind obedience. He can still double Hellcat us next turn, so he gets through and can blow up some stuff. This game is definitely not over. I could have probably got something with tunnel vision that would have ended this game this turn or something, but what's he doing? Is he gonna counter me? Oh. I was like, if he counters me here, I'm like actually kind of close to screwed. Please don't counter me. Oh, he's just activating Mirage Mirror a bunch of times because he wants to. Or is he gonna activate the coffers here? And then, oh, he's gonna activate the coffers, turn Mirage Mirror into Thrasios. That's such a cool play. Mirror is so cool because now he gets a ton of mana, and he can Thrasios a whole bunch of times. So I guess he's searching for a counter spell that only costs 1 blue. Yeah, we'll just always yield to the Thrasios trigger. What do you reveal? Reveals a Grand Abolisher. Yeah, Mirror is honestly so cool. I'll be a little sad if he can counter me here, though. I don't know what he does with only 1 blue up, though. I think this probably resolves here. I thought he was just pissing around when he was activating the mirror before, but then he strung together that really cool play. And then now he was just farting around when he buffed the Hellkite. Yeah, so we just milled him for a ton. Caltrops. Oh, cool. I was going to say, how long did I have a Reliquary Tower? But I think I got it last turn. Play the Sphere. Nope. Actually, should I? No, I probably should have for that one. Just because we'll have 1 mana left over. Yeah, I'll put it on top. It's just another card to draw rather than mill. And now we'll tap out F8. Yeah, there's no real attacks to be made here, so 10 cards, I got this. 8 or 7 or no, it's 6 because he draws too many now. Let's see what you got. Oh, it's so fun winning with Mill. At least I think it is. I played some people that just think Mill's really boring and lame, and I'm like, I don't know. It takes a lot of work, and you really have to build a deck around it. That being said, there's only really like 4 real Mill cards in this deck, 4 or 5, which is Jace's Erasure, Sphinx's Tutelage, Fraying Sanity, Psychic Spiral, and Tunnel Vision. Probably forgetting like 1 or 2. I just put in Sire of Insanity, or Sire of Stagnation, that's it. Which is, he's like a 6/7 Eldrazi for 6 or something like that. He's just in here so that without the Sphere, I maybe could have done it. Yeah, I was super happy to see that with Thrasios. I guess I gotta dig. How far can you dig? I guess he can do the same play, which is he can turn Mirage Mirror into into Coffers, tap it, and then turn it into Thrasios. Yeah, he's got lots of mana because these are all swamps because of my Urborg. That's so dicey though because he's got so few cards. I mean, he's got nothing else he can do because he knows that I'll just pay to draw cards next turn, and I've got the win. But yeah, so there's not that many mill cards in here, but it is a really functional mill deck. Or sorry, Sire Stagnation. That's what I was talking about. When an opponent plays a land, they exile the top 2 cards of their library. So it's exile mill. It's not just graveyard mill. So it's really strong. And then we draw 2 cards. So it's kind of like a Consecrated Sphinx as well, but it's on a land trigger instead of a draw. It's more like a landfall trigger than a draw trigger, I should say. But yeah, so we would get to draw 2 cards, which would hopefully trigger Jace's Erasure or Sphinx's Tutelage. And then they're also exiling the top 2 cards of their library, which functions for mill as well. So I just realized today while I was ordering some random missed cards to bump decks up with, I was like, oh man, that would work great in here. I also just have the card in paper and really enjoy playing with it. It's such a good, it's blue-black, but it's a devoid card. But it's so good in any deck that runs blue-black because it's just such mad card advantage because it's a big body that exiles cards from your opponent's library and draws you cards. So I don't know what else you would want about it. Wouldn't want about it. Would want? I don't know. It's a mythic. Got a Foundry Inspector. His artifacts are very cheap. Erratic Portal. Oh no, we should have left the mana up. No. The portal. I think this happened to us last game too. We got portaled, and I like tapped out to F8. This is cards. Oh, but it's the obedience. The obedience saves the day. I needed to hit you first to kill obedience. But Fog Bank. Oh, I guess he could have. But never mind. He could have. May as well go out with glory. Is he gonna somehow draw himself dead? Yeah, yeah, he is, because he's gonna just play the Vidocan, or he's gonna use the Vidocan thing to kill him. I like this guy's attitude. I really enjoyed playing with him last time. I think I'm gonna add him as a buddy. Can I add you as a buddy? I enjoyed these last 2 games and your playstyle. I don't mean his deck either. I just mean like how he plays the game and how he chooses to act in the game. Yeah, he's gonna draw himself dead. How do I even do that? Add his buddy. I've got 2 guys that are my buddies other than this guy on MTGO, and it was just 2 people that had similar feelings, but it was towards me. They were just like, hey man, I really like how you play. Let's be buddies. And I was like, alright, fine. I'm down. I'm interested. I like friends. Whale. I think the only card that I can play that'll make him draw is Deep Analysis, which I likely won't draw because I still have 73 cards in my library now. Because Psychic Spiral. I'm surprised I don't see Psychic Spiral in. I looked at a bunch of mill decks, just standard mill decks though, before I built this Millowfort deck, and I was really surprised to not see Psychic Spiral in a lot of them. And it just seemed like a pretty hard value card. Is he gonna pay? Yeah. He's gotta pay. And then I'll just block. He's got enough mana to do it. This guy may have also mentioned in his last game that he was high AF. So, maybe he's just missing something. So we even got wrecked by having our enchantments all blowed up. And we came back from it. I'd rather leave it to people I know, but if you see me playing, feel free to join. You are a solid player. Thanks. I'm actually a new YouTuber. And I recorded this game and last. If you wanna check them / me giggity out, my YouTube channel is the Commander Casual. If he wants to. I guess if he asks me not to post them, I won't post these, but good luck with that. I don't usually advertise that I'm a YouTuber. I still don't know if I classify as a YouTuber, because I guess I have a fair amount of videos now, but I don't have a huge follower base. Not that I don't appreciate all of you watching this video right now. I definitely appreciate the hell out of you. Anyway, looks like I'm gonna likely win next turn. Oh, he's drawing himself dead. Thanks for watching, guys. Like the video if you liked it. I guess dislike it if you dislike it. Leave a comment if you wanted a comment or had a question for me based on how the game went or I played or anything like that. Please leave a comment if you have any suggestions for cards you want to see me build decks around, or deck styles or commanders you want me to build around. I'm always looking for more suggestions to build more interesting and hopefully unique decks. Please check out my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos of this deck or any of my other more unique decks. I try to make them all at least somewhat different from the norm and avoid the whole net decking thing. And please subscribe if you want to see more videos in the future. Thanks for watching, guys.